Now, let me tell you another situation without getting into any detail, because the girlfriend said she would like for me to tell the story, but the boyfriend don't want his business out there. So I'm not going to get into no detail. But I'm going to show you a difference between, shout out to my couple, my new couple friends. And when I call them couple friends, I call them a couple because they together, the guy and the female. And I don't want to put their business out there. You know what I'm saying? But homegirl, you know who you are because we lived in the same area. And homie, you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because you know who you are. But I was at the MGM Grand. I stayed there for about a week. Shout out to my man Joe Ferg with the plug. Um, Shout out Joe Ferg for taking care of me, man. And they say that is my guy. Y'all gonna get to meet him in a minute. But let me show you the difference between a bitch made man and a man raised by men. Now, this couple were having issues. Whatever the issues were is not important, right? But at some point, the female was very distraught and hurt. UCB, shout out to UCB. Um, the female was very emotionally hurt. You can see it all over her. You know what I'm saying? And it got to the point that she was hurt. She just started smacking money up. Pow, 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 pow. And she's smacking the shit out this nigga. And there's the difference between a man that was raised by men and a man that was raised by women. This man stood there and took all those slaps. He never even fucking raised his hand to protect himself. And I'm telling you, she was smacking the shit out of him with all her might. Pow, 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 pow. And he's just sitting there. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this. And then I just yelled to her, hey! And she stopped. She goes, stop hitting that man. What are you doing? And she like, she don't know if I'm the police or not. She just break out. She leave him standing there. Dude comes over to the guy next to me and asks him for a cigarette. Of course, you know, he's stressed. And I'm like, yo, bro, you did the right thing. I know she was tearing your ass up. You did the right thing by handing her back. You see that goddamn camera right there? As soon as you would have smacked her ass back, your ass was going to jail. Now, did they come in and arrest her? Did they do anything to her? Nothing. It's the double standard that women have. You know what I'm saying? It's a double standard. But to make a long story short, because the sister came back up and because she seen the brother talking to us, I started talking to the sister, which wasn't easy because, you know, she was very emotional at the moment. And I swear to God, it was 11 o'clock, 10:30 at night when she started smacking him up. When we all finished talking, us three, it was 4 in the morning. And what we had a long talk about was why she was the way she was. And they had a communication problem. So I asked her, will she be able to hear him out uninterrupted and vice versa? Now, I'm not no marriage counselor or anything like that, but I know that communication is key. Now, by the time the lady came back upstairs, the brother kind of explained to me that the woman has been there for him his entire relationship, and she never crossed him. His whole life, all he been dealing with was people crossing him, and his family wasn't very emotional towards him, so he didn't know how to deal with his emotions. So basically, in a nutshell, he told me before she came back that, yo, man, this is the only woman in the world that loves me, and I never got that before. I never even got it from my own mother, he said. You know, my mother never even told me she loved me, right? And he's like, yo, so all this love that she's giving me, I don't know how to accept it. So the girlfriend is thinking, oh, this thing got another check. She's thinking everything in the world. But he don't know how to express to her his emotions. So talking to me and the other guy, he's able to talk to us because we men, he can express it. So by the time she come back upstairs, I said, love, you know, she's like, yo, I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know. She's confused. And the only reason she's confused is because this brother doesn't know how to express his emotions because he's come around nothing but hard rocks. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to bring the wall out to allow a woman to love him, right? So when he explained it to me, I explained it to her, and then I get her to listen to him. Man, this woman cried for like no less than 20 times. I know he probably wanted to cry, but he's so goddamn hardcore, he couldn't cry. But over the 4 hours, they went from possibly breaking up to almost completely understanding each other. Now she understands why he is, and she's no longer confused in her head. And fellas, we do that to women. We don't express our emotions. A lot of us is hard. Me, it ain't hard because, you know, raised by the mom. You know what I'm saying? So I got the sensitive side to me. You know, even though my father was there too, but past older, I got his side too, but I got the sensitive side so I can understand uh, a woman being confused and thinking like she's crazy in her head, trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with us. And it's just something as simple as you explaining yourself. So when bro got to express himself to, because I got him to express himself to me and got her to listen because they couldn't talk to each other for the first probably 2 hours, you know, and then they got to a point where they was able to talk. So by the end of it, she was able to walk away and go upstairs calm and cool. And me and bro got to kick it. And then was able to figure out what was wrong in their relationship. And they was able to leave and have a good time. But the biggest thing is they understand each other. And even when I hit bro, you know, I'm like, yo, y'all both got to stay in touch with me, man. I'm going to be y'all relationship counselor. But I didn't take her number because I don't want him to feel uncomfortable. So I'm like, yo, bro, you know, he gave me his number. Me and him communicate. Yo, y'all good? Yeah, we good. Yo, we still working. But now they understand each other. Communication, y'all. Communication, man. And I got so much love for this sister because she did not fucking have to talk to me. She did not have to fucking listen to me. I was a total stranger. Same with homie. I don't want to say their names. I know their names, but I don't want to put their business out there. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because after a while they realized who the hell I was. And she like, hold on. Nigga, I know you. But like I said, we talked for at least 4 or 5 hours. And I'm telling this to say this for anybody that's watching. If you're in a relationship and a lot of men play mental mind games on women, that shit ain't cool. I'm telling you, because this woman, she was very, she like crazy in her head. Not meaning she's mentally crazy, but she's fucking crazy in her head trying to figure out what is wrong with this nigga. What is I get this? I love this nigga. I get this nigga 110%. What the hell is wrong with him? And he's like, yo, I love her. I never had anybody like her. But I'm scared that at some point she's going to turn against me because everybody's done that. And we've been together 6 years. And she has to turn to me. I'm like, when is it going to happen? And you know what I'm saying? And when he explained himself to her, and she explained herself to him, yo, you just seen a woo-saw moment like no other. Like no other. And I can't wait to kick it with them again. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go out and have some drinks and we're gonna kick it. And they're gonna be my best friends, you know, because I like the fact that she did tell me mind my fucking business. at, at some point, she like calmed down and she listened. And it felt good that we all could sit there and talk like that because I wish somebody do that for somebody else. I wish somebody had done that for me and relationships that I was in that was toxic that could make me understand what she's thinking and help her understand what I'm thinking. Like, so shout out to y'all. Much love. Y'all know who y'all. I know y'all watching. And if y'all ain't watching, y'all catch this. You know, but sometimes it is good to intervene. And sometimes you got to mind your business. But, you know, it was on, God was on my heart. And like I see, I tell you, I feel like Michael Landon in Highway to Heaven. I'm just that angel that God just puts me somewhere in people's lives, whether they use me or not. You know what I'm saying?